No, because I have a memorial to go to. No, but I'm not.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Srimate Bhaktivedanta Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Bhaktivedanta ki, Thakur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Want to sing? Give us a key that you sing it. Sing, do a chord for the singer. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Ladadayane. Pralada Ladadayane. Hiranyakasipu Akshaha. Hiranyakasipu Akshaha. Shilatandana So today we're having a festival. It's the appearance of Srivas Thakur. He's one of the Panchatattva. You see the picture next to me? This is the Panchatattva. And on the far right, you will see Srivas Thakur, who is none other than Narad Muni. Everyone knows who Narad Muni is. So we'll be having bhajans and kirtans until 5:30. We'll have a class and we'll have a play. And there'll be prasad served throughout. And at 7 o'clock we'll have arti. So please stay with us. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
So here are the words. My dear Lord Chaitanya, please be merciful to me. Because who can be more merciful than your Lordship within these three worlds? Your incarnation is just to reclaim the conditioned fallen souls, but I assure you that you will not find a greater fallen soul than me. Therefore my claim is first. My dear Lord Nityananda, you are always joyful in spiritual bliss. Since you always appear very happy, I have come to you because I am most unhappy. If you kindly put your glance up over me, then I may also become happy. My dear Advaita Prabhu, husband of Sita, you are so kind, please be merciful to me. If you are kind to me, naturally Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda will also be kind to me. O Swarup Damodar, personal secretary of Lord Chaitanya, O six Goswamis, O Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, O Lokanath Goswami, my beloved spiritual master Narottam Das also prays for your mercy. O Srinivasacharya, successor of the six Goswamis, please be merciful to me. Narottam Das always desires the company of Ramachandra Chakravarti. We won't sing number 5, okay? It's not normally in the book. So. Somebody to scroll down, okay? Thank you. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanandi.
Wow, what's on the
Classman. Yes, that's you play this, right?
Yeah.
those of you who are wondering why there's so many people here all at the same time, it's the appearance day of Srivas Pandit of the Panchatattva up here. He's on your right, on the end with the shaven head, and part of the Panchatattva. So we're celebrating his appearance day today. So we're going to have a class now, and then at 6:30 there'll be a drama, and at 7 o'clock there'll be a big Guru Arati. So please stay for the whole thing if you can. I'll just sing Jai Radha Madhava and then we'll speak. Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari.
Krishna Hare Hare
Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Sangha Jaya Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
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 Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Sangha Jaya Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Jaya Advaita Sangha Jaya Gaura Bhaktavrinda.
Okay, Hare Krishna. I didn't choose a particular verse for tonight, but we'll be speaking about the pastimes of Srivas Thakur and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So today's a very auspicious day. We've had the appearance day of Advaita Acharya. We've had the appearance day of Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda Trayodashi. We've celebrated Gaur Punim. We had an ecstatic festival here on Gaur Punim, and in Watford and in London, for those of you who could expand into the different pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. And now we're having the appearance day of Srivas Thakur. When will the appearance day of Gadadhar Pandit be? Do we know? Do we celebrate? Do we know when it is? But yeah, but that would be all of the Panchatattva. So today is, you could say, even more auspicious than Gaur Punim. And why is that? Because Aradhananam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param Tasmat Parataram Devi Tadiyanam Samarchana. That Krishna likes to be worshipped, he likes hearing his holy name, he likes to be glorified, he likes to know that his devotees are calling out for him, calling after him, missing him, but he prefers it when we serve and worship his devotees. So Srivas Thakur is an eternal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here he is in the Panchatattva. When I was a full-time book distributor, then at one point I had that picture printed out and laminated, and on the back of the board, when I would go on book distribution, or from when I go shop to shop, I would have that on the back. So I'd go and speak to the manager, or ask for the manager. I'd be looking at that picture of the Panchatattva, praying to them, please use me in your service. That's a very familiar picture for me, very beautiful picture. So there's Srivas Pandit, if you're not sure who he is, and he's there in the red on your right hand side, praying with a shaven head, looking very effulgent. So he's a member of the Panchatattva. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descends in Kali Yuga, once in a day of Brahma, not very often, then he incarnates with his different associates there. Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit and Srivas Thakur. So if we glorify Srivas Pandit, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be even more pleased than if we glorify him directly. And we'll see in a couple of these pastimes that Srivas Pandit was so dear to Lord Chaitanya that he would react very vehemently if anything happened to Srivas Thakur. So before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, what was one of the causes of Lord Chaitanya coming? I don't mean the internal or the external reasons, but manifest on this planet.
The calling of Advaita Acharya.
The calling of Advaita Acharya, exactly. So Advaita Acharya was about 60 years older than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he also lived for another, I think it was around 40 years after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed away. So including the 48 years that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lived on this planet, that's around 150 years that Advaita Acharya lived on this planet. Which isn't so long when you consider that Bhaktivedanta Thakur allegedly lived for 700 years when he was on this planet. Or some yogis, Prabhupada said at Kumbh Mela, they're 400 or 500 years old, but he made it to 150, Advaita Acharya. And Srivas Thakur was also older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, quite a lot older. And it's said that as Advaita Acharya was worshipping his shalagram, calling out for Krishna to appear, seeing the fallen condition of the souls in Kali Yuga, seeing their suffering, seeing their confusion. Even in Navadvip, there was so much nonsense going on. then Srivas Thakur was also doing the same thing with Advaita Acharya. And his cause, his desire, his compassion also caused Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to appear. And this is not so surprising because we understand that Srivas Thakur is an incarnation of Narada Muni. So everybody tries to get in on the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Brahma comes in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes as Haridas Thakur, mixed up with Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is also coming in the body of Haridas Thakur. The demigods are all coming, presenting gifts to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he's born. It's said that the demigods are queuing up to take birth in the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Govinda looks like a demigod, sings like a demigod, gives class like a demigod. And I'm sure there's so many other devotees also who are coming from the higher planets. But no arguments, please, Govinda, because you'll outsmart me. It's not difficult. But Narada Muni came as Srivas Thakur. And Narada Muni was also engaged in causing the descent of Lord Krishna as well, if you remember. He was hurrying it up. Kamsa was there and killing different demons. And Narada Muni went to him and gave him a lesson in counting. That you think that Krishna is coming as the 8th son of Devaki, but how do you count to 8? You could count 1, 3, 8, 4, 7, 6. You know, that's one way of counting up to 8, just not in a linear fashion. So it could be any of them, you know, the number 8, the 8th son of Devaki could come second, and then you'd be in a real problem. So you better dispose of Vasudeva and Devaki or their children as soon as possible. It's a very interesting logic that Narada Muni was applying. Krishna was also using not very logical arguments when he was persuading Nanda Maharaj to worship Govardhan Hill instead of worship Indra, proposing Karma Mimamsa philosophy. And Krishna was very persuasive even with these deviant philosophies. But Narada Muni was hurrying up. Let's see Krishna. We want to see Krishna. We want to see Krishna's pastimes. And he was doing exactly the same thing as Srivas Thakur to cool Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Advaita Acharya. Who knows what the best friend of Narada Muni is? Parvati Muni, that's right. So Parvati Muni was with Narada Muni when they went to see Mrigadhya the hunter, and they persuaded him to give up his sinful ways and to worship Tulsi and to chant the holy names. And Parvati Muni, he took birth in Chaitanya Lila as Sri Ram Pandit, who is the brother of Srivas Thakur, so they could spend more time together. It's very interesting seeing who took birth as who in Chaitanya Lila. Often there's many Brajbasis who took birth, but lots of other different personalities as well. But Parvati Muni took birth as Sri Rama Pandit, Srivas Thakur's brother. And as I said, Srivas Thakur was older than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was living in Navadvip before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth. And the culture at that time was quite interesting. Part of the culture was that when you're raising your children, because you have a whole community of people who are taking part, not like the, what are they called, nuclear families these days? I was going to say atomic families these days. They are pretty atomic, unfortunately. There would be a whole village to assist. And one of the strategies was that instead of chastising your child every time they did something wrong, Madhushyam is familiar with this, they would get somebody else to do it. They would get the uncle or the aunt to do that. And then the relationship between the father and the son, or the mother and the son or daughter, remains very fresh, and they can just encourage them, be nice to them, and they'll listen to them. They won't get burnt out or upset with them. So Srivas Thakur, he took on that role, and when Nimai was naughty, which was a lot, for those of you who know Lord Chaitanya's pastimes or Chaitanya Bhagavat, then it would be Srivas Thakur who would correct Lord Chaitanya, and he would advise him and he would guide him. And that was the role that Srivas Thakur took in Nimai's childhood. And there were so many instances of Nimai disturbing people, disturbing Brahmins, disturbing young girls, stealing things, just causing mischief in Navadvip. But Srivas Thakur assisted in trying to educate Nimai. And when Nimai Pandit grew up a little bit, then he became a great scholar, as we know. Nimai Pandit, he would study Sanskrit, he would teach Sanskrit. He was very fluent with logic and grammar, Nyaya and the Vedas. He could defeat anybody. And once when Nimai Pandit was walking down the road in Navadvip, Srivas Thakur saw him. He wouldn't approach Nimai when Nimai was alone because he was very precocious and very naughty. But when he was with his friends, he was a little bit more subdued. So Srivas Thakur waited until he saw Nimai with his friends. And he went to Nimai and said, "Why do you waste so much of your time with this logic, this grammar, this Sanskrit? It's empty, it's dry, it's not what life is about. Life is about devotion to Krishna. Life is about loving Krishna. So why don't you become a devotee? You'd be such a nice devotee." And Nimai Pandit said to Srivas Thakur, he said, "I'm not qualified to do that. I'm not qualified to have devotion to Krishna. I'm not there yet." So one day, by your blessings, by your mercy, maybe one day I'll become a devotee. And it's explained by teachers that this shows the importance of blessings. That if we seek the blessings of devotees, if we pray for their mercy, if we plead with them, "Please just give me a little bit of mercy, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of support, a little bit of chastisement, help me to become better than I am," then anything can happen. Because what happened shortly after that? Jagannath Mishra left his body, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Nimai Pandit said to his mother, Shachi Mata, that "I think I should go to Gaya and I should perform the Shraddha ceremony for Jagannath Mishra." So we know that when Nimai Pandit went to Gaya, he took initiation from Sri Ishvara Puri, and when he took initiation, then he became mad in love of God. Then he experienced that prema bhakti that he came here to give to all of us. And Nimai Pandit turned into Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he turned into Vishwambar, the shelter of the universe. And from that point he was just exhibiting ecstatic emotions, he was performing kirtan, sankirtan with his associates, and was absorbed in the ocean of love of God. So he was showing that with the blessings of devotees, powerful devotees like Srivas Thakur, then we can also develop and taste the nectar of Krishna consciousness. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back, and he came back to Navadvip in this changed state, then they started to do kirtans with his associates in Navadvip Dham. And where did they do kirtans? Srivas Angam, in Srivas Thakur's house. So very close to the yoga pit where Jagannath Mishra and Shachi Mata lived. They would do kirtans in Srivas Angam, in Srivas Thakur's house. I heard that it's a very appropriate place to do these kind of secluded, nocturnal, invite-only kirtans, because there was lots of banana trees around Srivas Thakur's house, so it was quite cut off, kind of like we'd have a privet hedge here in England, and they would have banana tree hedge in Navadvip, and then you couldn't really see, you couldn't hear as much, and harder to get in, a little bit more privacy. So Srivas Thakur's house was very appropriate, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would become absorbed with his associates in doing kirtan all night long in Srivas Angam, who he would like to take part in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's kirtan. Can you imagine this nocturnal kirtan? I wouldn't be surprised if they stretched it out for a day of Brahma, just as Krishna did in the Rasa Leela, just to become absorbed in the holy name and taste that Krishna consciousness. It's said that the Sankirtan of Lord Chaitanya, the Kirtan of Lord Chaitanya, is non-different than the Rasa Leela of Krishna and the gopis in the spiritual world. So by tasting that, by chanting in Lord Chaitanya's Kirtan, then we're also accessing that, we're also tasting the same thing that goes up in there in the spiritual world. So they would perform these pastimes all night in Navadvip Dham, and it would be private, so nobody else was invited except for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates. And this disturbed various people because, you know, you're not invited, it's a little bit kind of insulting, right? Once when I was the Sankirtan leader at Soho Street, we had a party, I think it was a curd and chips and 7-Up party for the Sankirtan devotees, who were full-time Sankirtan devotees. And only the full-time Sankirtan devotees were invited. We didn't know how many to cook for and stuff. And one devotee got very upset with me that I didn't invite him, and he stopped talking to me. He wouldn't talk to me for a week or so. So when you're indirectly not invited to something, it can be hurtful, it can be annoying. So everybody knew that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing these loud, powerful kirtans in Navadvip Dham, but they weren't invited. There was one brahmachari who was desperately wanting to come to these kirtans, and he would approach Srivas Thakur and say, please help me come to this kirtan, I really want to come, I really want to see what's happening, I want to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. But he wasn't a pure devotee, this brahmachari. His speciality was that he didn't drink or eat anything other than milk, he just drank milk. He said, please intercede on my behalf, go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, ask him if I can also come and see his kirtan. So Srivas Thakur went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, said, can this brahmachari come, he wants to come and see your kirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, he's not pure, he's not qualified to join my kirtan. But Srivas Thakur helped smuggle him in, and this brahmachari hid in a basket in Srivas Thakur's house. And when they had the kirtan, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started the kirtan, started dancing with his other associates. But he couldn't become fully absorbed, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, there's something wrong. Somebody here who's not qualified, somebody here who can't appreciate the holy name fully, and it's hampering my ecstasy. He said, there must be somebody here. Tell me, Srivas, is there somebody else here? And he found this brahmachari hiding in the basket, and he kicked him out. He said, no, I can't absorb myself. I can't be absorbed in that ecstasy if there's somebody here who doesn't understand what it's all about. So only by devotional service can we become qualified to take part in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, to get his mercy, not by any austerities or any type of knowledge, only by devotion. So they would perform these kirtans, and these were going on, and more people were also becoming disturbed. Some of the kind of more Vedic Brahmins were saying that you're doing kirtan, but it's Chaturmasya now. In Chaturmasya, then Vishnu sleeps. If you're doing these loud kirtans every day, then you're going to wake up Lord Vishnu. And if you wake up Lord Vishnu, he's going to be angry with us, and he's going to chastise us, he's going to curse us. So you shouldn't be doing these loud kirtans. Just do quiet, nice worship. You don't have to do this crying, shouting, banging of drums. Just chant softly. There were also Muslims in Navadvip who naturally didn't like the kirtan. They thought it was a problem. And many other people. So there was real animosity. There was opposition there. Sometimes we think, oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela must be all easy. We have this utopian idea. Actually, speaking for myself, I have a utopian idea of everything that's not my life. I think Indians, they're so sattvic, I'm sure they don't have any problems, or they don't argue, and then you hear about different things going on. It's like, how can that be? They're Indian, and they say they're in the mode of goodness. So even in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, there were so many difficulties, right? The Chandkazi came, his people, they came, broke the Mridanga. Stop this kirtan. What are you doing? This is the Kazi's area. You can't do kirtan here. So that's when the kirtan broke out. I had this kirtan all the way to the Chandkazi, but in the beginning of the Sankirtan mission, breaking out from Srivasangam and coming onto the streets, holding these firebrands, inundating the house of Chandkazi. But many people opposed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult, his little kirtan group that was growing. One of them was Gopal Chapal. He was a Brahmana, and he was a Brahmana, but he wasn't a Vaishnava, but he was a very strict follower of the Vedic culture. He thought that you should serve the brahmanas. If you serve the brahmanas in your next life, you can become a brahmana, and then you can advance further through varnashram, and you can become qualified to achieve liberation. So he didn't like what the devotees were doing. He especially didn't like Srivas Thakur. And so he gathered some paraphernalia from worshipping Durga Devi, and he put it out in the front of Srivas Thakur's house, in front of Srivas Sangam. He's thinking that if people see that Srivas Thakur is actually worshipping Durga Devi, he's professing to be a great Vaishnava, to have devotion to Krishna, but they see that he's just worshipping Durga Devi, then he'll be, what's the word? Scandalized. That's a good word. He'll be looked down upon. He'll be rejected, and they'll see actually that I'm a greater brahmana than Srivas Thakur. He'll become disreputable. That was one of the words I was thinking. Disreputed. Cancelled in modern culture. Yeah. Yeah. So Srivas Thakur, what did he do when he saw this paraphernalia in front of his house? Gopal Chapal was thinking, he's going to tidy it away. He's going to say, it was Gopal Chapal, it wasn't me. You know me. I'm a great Vaishnava. I wouldn't do something like that. And Srivas Thakur, when he saw this paraphernalia, he said, yes, it's me. I'm so fallen. I profess to be a great Vaishnava, but see, I'm worshipping Durga Devi for material things, so you should reject me. Radhanath Swami was saying in one class that if somebody comes up to you and says, Prabhu, look, you've got holes in your dhoti, your socks don't match, you smell a little bit, you will always pay obeisances with one hand. When you come into the temple room, you're supposed to do it with two hands. You said this in class the other day, but it was a big mistake. Then what do we usually say? At least internally, we say, how could you say that to me? I've heard, I see where you haven't come to Mangalarti for the last 10 years. Immediately our false ego springs up like that, right? Ready to fight. Radhanath Swami says, if somebody comes to you and says, look, that's not good what you're doing, whether it's right or whether it's wrong, then our reaction should be, Prabhuji, if you knew actually what is going on in my heart, then you wouldn't be bringing these things up. There's a whole mountain of faults, problems, issues, anarthas, a whole unlimited storehouse, underground cavern of disgusting things that are in my heart. So just please give me your mercy that I can, overcome just a fraction of it. This is so merciful of you that you're just picking out this. You could have brought up so many things, I know. This is the tip of the iceberg. Thank you just for pointing that out and for not, really going for the kill, with all the other things that you could have said to me. Just like Jesus said, right, you should turn the other cheek. So what does that mean? That means that if somebody comes to you and slaps you on the side of your face, then you turn your face so they can hit you on the other side as well. And that's the mood of a Vaishnava. The mood of a Vaishnava is that you can't even understand how fallen I am. It's difficult to conceive how many anarthas can fit into one heart. So Srivas Thakur was like that, and he was saying, look at me. The truth has become revealed. I'm nothing. I'm just a fallen soul. But everybody knew Srivas Thakur and Navadvip Dham. They said, get rid of this stuff. Who put it here? We know who you are. We know your caliber. So I'm sure Srivas Thakur didn't say actually it was him. He just said, anyway, don't worry about it. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew. And what happened to Gopal Chapal? He got leprosy. I was listening to Radhanath Swami. He was saying on the same day, Gopal Chapal contracted leprosy. So he was very beautiful, Gopal Chapal. He was born in a very nice family. He was very Brahminical. But immediately he contracted leprosy. His nose melted, came off. His fingers melted away, fell off. His family rejected him. And he was just living somewhere by the bank of the Ganga in Navadvip Dham in a very piteous condition. And he started to become a little bit contrite, a little bit remorseful that, I did this to Srivas Thakur. I didn't like Srivas Thakur. He was getting a lot of attention. he was becoming very prominent, and that wasn't good for my position. But now look at me, I'm by the bank of the Ganges with nothing, not even a nose. So maybe I shouldn't have done this. So he was thinking that, and he was walking through Navadvip, and he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he fell at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he said, "I'm so sorry, I offended Srivas Thakur, please forgive me. I'm suffering so much, I made a big mistake." And what did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say? The most merciful incarnation of Krishna, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura Tvishe Namaha, the most merciful incarnation of Krishna, no other more merciful incarnation. And what did he say? He said, for the offense that you've made to Srivas Thakur, he said, you'll be born like this for millions of births in this world. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wasn't so happy with Gopal Chapal. He caused this leprosy to occur on the same day that he made that offense. And you know why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reacted like that? Because Srivas Thakur was so dear to him, but also because Gopal Chapal wasn't totally sincere in his desire yet. He didn't enjoy the situation that he was in. Obviously, he was suffering very much, and he didn't want to be in that situation, so he approached Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for alleviation of his suffering, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wasn't satisfied with that. He wasn't sincere enough. So when Gopal Chapal came to him again sometime after, he said, don't come to me, go to Srivas Thakur, ask Srivas Thakur for his forgiveness. If he forgives you, then your life will be successful. So Srivas Thakur never had any issue with Gopal Chapal. He was always favorably disposed to him. Even when he was criticizing him, Srivas Thakur didn't mind. So he gave all of his blessings to Gopal Chapal, and then so did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he became a Vaishnava, and he wrote many beautiful books. I think he got initiated as Devakinandan, I think that was his name, you can check. But he also wrote many beautiful books offering prayers to the Vaishnavas, prayers at the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. So from that we can learn that one, Srivas Thakur is so dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, such a confidential associate of Lord Chaitanya. Two, that we should be extremely sincere as well in our devotional practices. We may be doing things sometimes, lip service, that's better than nothing, but still we should endeavor to be sincere, especially when we're dealing with devotees. And also, His Holiness Radhanath Swami was saying, what was the blessing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu upon Gopal Chapal? He was saying the blessing was that he got leprosy. The blessing was that he got this severe chastisement, that he got this severe difficult situation to deal with. And when he got that, then what happened? He became a little humble, he became a little bit thoughtful, he became desperate. His Grace Kripa Mahaprabhu was saying the other day at Gopanim that spiritual life begins with, I've had enough. I've had enough of the material world. Tvama kinchana gocharam. Krishna is the property of the materially impoverished. So if we're thinking, maybe if I worked hard, got a good job, I could be successful. If we're thinking, I've got a chance, I've got a hope. If I, just move to that country, then I think that would be better. Doesn't rain so much. If I'm with this person instead, maybe life would be better. No, there's no hope. There's no hope in the material world. Zero hope. If we actually understand that there's nothing here, then we can take shelter sincerely. Then we can pray with some emotion to Krishna, and He will help us. So it wasn't enough. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was soft as a rose, but he said, you'll take birth as a leper for millions of births. Because he wasn't sincere, he wasn't really calling out, it was on the surface. There was another pastime was when there was one person who had washed Srivas Thakur's clothes once, for some reason or another. I didn't hear that it was mentioned why. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw him on the street one day in Navadvip, and he came and he gave him prema bhakti. Just like that, because he'd washed the clothes of Srivas Thakur once. So I'm sure the ladies do lots of washing of the devotees' clothes every day, so there's lots of prema bhakti that you can get from serving the Vaishnavas. In New Vajradham we're always washing by hand, so that's pretty austere, but I think even with a washing machine you can get a lot of mercy. Another pastime was when Srivas Thakur had a Nrsimha Shila. He would worship Nrsimhadev in the form of the Shalagram Shila. And there were problems being caused by the inhabitants of Navadvip because of the kirtans and because of their envy of the Vaishnavas, because of their misunderstanding of what was going on. So Srivas Thakur was worshipping his Nrsimha Shila, praying for mercy, calling out to Krishna, please help us, please protect us. And at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was walking by the bank of the Ganges. But he heard these prayers of Srivas Thakur, so immediately he ran to the house of Srivas Thakur and he manifested 8 arms and the mood of Nrsimhadev. So when he got to the house of Thakur, he was banging on the door. Let me in, Srivas, open the door. Srivas Thakur thought it was some of the Chankazi's men who had come to chastise him. So he said, I'm not opening the door, I'm not going to let you in. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying, it's me. The person that you're praying to is here. We'll protect you. And eventually, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave mercy to those people who had been disturbing the Sangathan. He gave them prema bhakti. So he comes as in many moods, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With Sad Bhuj up there, I heard that Srila Prabhupada said devotees were going to, I think it was Japan. Don't be offended if you're from Japan. It was either Japan, China or Hong Kong, but I think it was Japan. Devotees were planning to go there. And Srila Prabhupada said, you should install Sad Bhuj Murti when you go to Japan. And devotees said, why Sad Bhuj, Srila Prabhupada? We'd usually worship Gaunitai or Radha Krishna or maybe Jagannath. And Srila Prabhupada said, they're so sinful over there. He said, they need 3 gods in one. So we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramachandra, Krishna in one Murti. Lord Chaitanya took on the mood of Varahadev sometimes. Sometimes he would be in the mood of Srimati Radharani experiencing Mahabhav. In the same mood when Uddhava came to Vrindavan, Radharani was speaking to the bumblebee, right? Brahma Gita, Krishna, you are the disreputable, unreliable messenger of an unreliable master. How can I trust you? Usually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be in that mood, but sometimes he was in the mood of a manjari. There's the pastime when he was picking flowers. He was absorbed in this mood of picking flowers, assisting the gopis, and they were going to give them to Radha and Krishna. And then he was actually unconscious at that time. The devotees came, did kirtan and woke him up. He said, why did you wake me up? I was doing my service in Vrindavan. So this time Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the mood of Nrsimhadev, but then he blessed all of these people with prema bhakti, with Vraja prema that Nrsimhadev even can't give. And then there's another pastime with Srivas Thakur, how one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to him and said, Srivas, you're always in kirtan, you're always cooking for the devotees with your wife, Malini Devi, you're always taking part in devotional service, but what do you do to maintain your family? He said, you have a large family. He said, you don't have a job. You don't do anything. You don't do anything, but still you manage to eat and you're supporting everybody, you have a big house. So how do you do that? And Srivas Thakur said to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, I'm not interested in any of that. He said, I don't want to do it. I have no desire to earn money. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that's okay, you might not have any desire to earn it, but still you need it, you need to eat. And he said, how do you maintain your family? And Srivas Thakur said, it's very simple. I just clap my hands 3 times. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what does that mean? He says, it means that there's different explanations of it. Some devotees say that it means I wait for 3 days. If I need something, if I want something, then I wait for 3 days. If it doesn't come, then we don't need it. If Krishna sends it, then we have it. If Krishna doesn't send it, we just do without it. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, but what about eating? He said, you have to eat, you have to feed your wife, you have to feed your children. And Srivas Thakur said, well, if it doesn't come within 3 days, then I'll then I'll tie a pot around my neck and I'll jump into the Ganges and drown myself. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no. He said, no, this will never happen. He said, Lakshmi Devi, the associate of Narayan, may become a beggar and may go walking in the street, begging from door to door. But he said, you will always be looked after. I will always look after you. Everything you need will always be provided. So that was the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He could understand that Srivas Thakur was absorbed in Krishna's service, and so everything naturally would be provided, whatever he would need. And this should be no surprise, because Krishna says the same thing in the Bhagavad Gita. Govinda? Yeah? He beat you to it. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana payupasate tesham nityabhayogdanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. So Krishna says, whoever's focusing on me, whoever's devoted to me, whoever's dedicated to me, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Sometimes we might think, sometimes we may worry as grihastas, where's the money going to come from? What if I lose my job? What's going to happen? How am I going to chant my rounds and go to work and, do everything that needs to be done? What if the interest rates go up? I'm sure we worry, right? It's natural. Devotees worry about these things, but should we be worrying? No. It's against our religion. Abhay Charanaravinda. No fear. Do we think, sometimes I think it's kind of like taking a sledgehammer to kill an ant. Not that we would kill an ant or anything, but just like unnecessary. It's like taking a Ferrari to drop your kid off at the Gurukul, like worrying about, are we going to survive? It's like we're worshipping Krishna every day. We're chanting Krishna's names. Like, do we really have to worry? No, we don't. Krishna is saying that. And there's a very instructive story about that Arjunacharya, he read this in the Bhagavad Gita. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. He thought, it can't be. Krishna's busy. Krishna is far away. Krishna is enjoying with the gopis, whatever it may be. Krishna is not going to come. Vahamyaham. I'm not a Sanskrit scholar, obviously. I can barely speak English. But vahamyaham means I bring, right? I bring it. I carry it, I think. I carry it. I carry what the devotees need. I bring it to them personally. And Arjunacharya thought, better use a different word, that he send it, right? Krishna sends it. Which one? Karomyaham. Is that right? Does that mean I send it? Something like that. Tell me. I do it. I get it done. But not personally. So I'm going to do it personally. Okay. He gets it done. Okay, thank you. So he thought, that's better. Let's do that. Forget Vahamyaham. Let's do Karomyaham. That's better. Version 2.0. And he was happy. And then he went out to take bath, do his ablutions, and come back for his lunch. Darling, I'm going out, be back soon, get lunch ready. So when he came back, then his wife said, you demon. He said, what? He said, you demon. These boys came here, they brought us this whole basket of fruits, vegetables, rice, sweet sandesh, so much food they brought us, just like we get this boga from Karaneshwari, so many things outside Karaneshwari's house, arranged free for devotees. They brought so much, and they said that you beat them. They said that they're scared of you, they didn't want to come when you were here, because when you saw them, you beat them, and they showed me their back, how they had these beat marks on their back. And he's thinking, what? Who is that? He said, what did they look like? And she said, they were beautiful young boys. One was blue, one was white. He could understand, this is Krishna. He went back and he thought, it's my fault. I crossed this out in the Bhagavad Gita. Vahamyaham. Krishna does bring everything that we need. Krishna is here with us every second. Or to speak of Krishna giving us what we need, Krishna is a fire of digestion, digesting what we need in our stomach. So why do we think that Krishna is anything other than everything that we have? So it's the less intelligent worship demigods. They don't understand that I am the butter, I am the fire. I'm everything. I am the demigods. Why cut me out of the picture? So if we are fearful, if we are doubtful, we can understand we're actually deviating from being Krishna conscious. Krishna will give us whatever he wants to give us. If Krishna wants to kill you, no one can save you. If Krishna wants to save you, no one can kill you. So we shouldn't be attached to whatever we have. We should understand it's all Krishna's blessing. And just like Srivas Thakur, that if Krishna wants to give it to me, I'm perfectly satisfied. If he doesn't want to give it to me, what can I do? But Krishna looks after his devotees personally. I'm going to move on a little bit because we've only got a few minutes left, and then there's going to be the play. So we should understand that it's only by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, by the mercy of the Panchatattva, including Srivas Thakur, that we can achieve any success in our Krishna consciousness. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami makes the statement that if one worships Krishna but doesn't worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that person is understood to be a demon. So it's only by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we can get to Krishna. It's, if not impossible, then almost impossible to achieve Krishna's mercy without going through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this age. And like I said, Brahma, he came to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He had made offenses to Krishna in the past, stealing the cowherd boys and the calves. He came in Chaitanya Leela, just a humble servant. I'm just going to chant the holy name. He just came as Haridas Thakur to chant the holy name, to be the Namacharya. Shuddha Haridas Thakur ki jai. Everybody wants to come. Narada Muni comes as Srivas Thakur. The demigods are coming in invisible form to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everybody wants to come and get his mercy. Because what does it mean if we get the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Then you achieve the highest perfection. They're both Swayam Bhagavan. That might sound interesting. We have two Swayam Bhagavans. We have Krishna and we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as well. They're both Swayam Bhagavan. They're both the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. So when you're serving Krishna, when you're serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you're also serving Krishna at the same time, just in an easier way, in a way that you're not going to make any offenses. That's why often it's recommended that at home devotees worship Gaura Nitai, because there's no offense. There's no problem. Srila Prabhupada said that if you just keep a picture of Gaura Nitai in a drawer, you open the drawer and you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra now and again, he said you'll go back to Godhead. Gaura Nitai are so merciful. And there's a couple of examples that I have of how merciful the Panchatattva are. Once there was a Sankirtan devotee, I think he was from Italy. He'd done book distribution for a long time, and then he got sick. I think it was cancer, and he was lying down and he was very ill. Devotees were there with him and they were chanting. He was lying on the bed, and then at one moment he got up, he sat up, and he said, "Oh, magnifico darshan," and then he left his body. I think he said magnifico darshan, panchatattva, and then he left his body. So Panchatattva appeared to him in the last moments of his life, and he achieved perfection in that way through distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. I also heard another story about a Sankirtan devotee in South America. So we don't do this in the UK so much, but there they have these big buses, or coaches I guess, like big long ones with more like the coaches we have here, and people would travel around on that. So what they would do is on these buses they would get up at the front of the bus and they would make an announcement. They would say, "We have these books here, they're about spirituality. If you're interested, I'm going to walk down the aisle and come back and you can give a donation and you can take a book." So this Sankirtan devotee was doing that. And one day he was going on this bus and he came up to someone and said, "Here's the book." And that person said to him in Spanish, "Yeah, I'd like a book, I'll give a donation, thank you." And he said, "Who was that person standing behind you, the tall person?" And he said, "There's nobody with me, I was just here by myself." He said, No, I saw them standing with you. Very tall, very strong, golden, shaved head, very, very beautiful, like it was shining. Where did he go? And he said, "There was nobody here with me, but you please read this book." And he could understand that this was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's presence there with him. There was nobody else with him. And another story, this actually happened with devotees that I know. I'll mention their names. It was one interesting Sankirtan pastime that happened in London. when I was living in Soho Street. One devotee went out on book distribution, Murli Manohar Prabhu. I'm sure loads of you know him. He was on book distribution on Oxford Street, and it was going not so well. I find it very difficult on Oxford Street. It's so busy, so intense, loud buses, very, very hectic. He was trying to distribute books and it wasn't going very well. Not many books were going out. And this was in the marathon, in the Prabhupada marathon. He was struggling on trying to distribute books, and then he saw on the other side of the street, he saw another devotee, Kaila Tirthaparu, who's from New Zealand. And Kaila Tirthaparu is an amazing book distributor. He saw Kaila Tirthaparu, and Kaila Tirthaparu was like, yeah, come on, you could do it, let's go, do it, come on. And you could see Kaila Tirthaparu distributing books, they were going out, he's like, yeah, okay, we can do this, I'll carry on distribute books. And then after that, kind of switched, and it was going well, he was distributing books, the books were going out. So when he finished Sankirtan at the end of the day, and he went back to the temple, he saw Kaila Tirthaparu in the Sankirtan room counting up how much Lakshmi he'd done, how many books he distributed. And he said, it's really good seeing you today on Oxford Street, because just enlivened me, you know, it's like I was really struggling before then. Kaila Tirthaparu said, I went to Guildford today. I didn't go to Oxford Street. He said, I wasn't on Oxford Street. And Murli was like, I saw you there. So make of it what you will. He wasn't there that day. At that point, the Sankirtan changed from Murli Manohar Prabhu and it went well. So who knows? Srila Prabhupada said, if you carry on distributing books, one time you'll hear the ankle bells of Krishna on the street. He said one time also you'll see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Srivas Thakur, the Panchatattva, they're not in the past. They're not only in the spiritual world, they're right there with us when we're doing Sankirtan, when we're chanting with the devotees, when we're going out onto the street. I think it was Srila Prabhupada who said also, when you go to a new town, then you should know that Bhaktivedanta Thakur is out there with you. He's also out there preaching with you. He's present with you. So these personalities are not distanced from us by time or by space. They're not distanced from us at all. The only thing is we may not always remember them. We may not be conscious of them. We may not see them. But actually, if we're sincerely serving them and trying to spread the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or contribute in any way, even if it just may be chanting Hare Krishna, it's the last thing I'll say. The other day I was listening to Prabhupada Memories with Vishaka Mataji, and she was saying one time she was sitting on the stairs in one temple. It wasn't here, I don't think. And Srila Prabhupada came down unexpectedly and walked right next to her. She was chanting japa at that time. Srila Prabhupada said, thank you so much. And she thought, I'm not doing anything. I'm just chanting japa. But Prabhupada said, you're chanting japa. You don't understand. This is such an important service. Such a valuable thing. Prabhupada appreciates it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for chanting japa. So in whatever way we take part in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, it's all supremely successful and auspicious. Okay, we'll finish there. It's 6:30. Time for the drama. Thank you for your attention. Srila Srivas Thakur ki jai, Srila Panchatattva ki jai, Samaveta Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Jai Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Are the actors here? Okay, great.
Hare Krishna. So if you can just keep the middle aisle empty, if we can all move a bit more this way or move forward a bit so anybody who comes later. If you can all move forward a bit so anybody who comes later can go behind you. So move forward a bit here, this way, if we can ask. And if you can keep the middle aisle free, if you just keep the middle free. Just keep the middle free. Thank you. If you can all move forward a bit more so you can see the drama better. Shri Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki jai. Young ladies, if you can just move this way a bit, I need the middle free. Yeah. If you just, move a bit more this way. We want to keep the middle free. Okay, we're all ready. So Bhaktivedanta players, do you need any mic or anything? Haribol! Shri.
Wake up, sleeping souls! For so long you have been sleeping on the lap of Maya. Now that you have achieved this rare human form of birth, do not waste it on sense gratification. Simply chant the names of Mukunda, Madhava, Yadava, and Hari. The chanting of these names will cleanse your heart. If, however, you do not take to this Krishna consciousness, then great sorrow awaits you at the time of death. With every rising and setting of the sun, a day is lost. Each moment of this human life is so precious. The holy names have descended to penetrate our hard hearts. Take this opportunity and always chant Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Krishna Krishna!
Krishna Krishna!
Hare Hare!
Hare Hare!
Hare Rama!
Hare Rama!
Hare Rama!
Hare Rama!
Rama Rama!
Rama Rama!
Hare Hare!
Hare Hare!
My dear Lord, you, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you appear in so many incarnations as Vamadev, Nrsimhadev, as Rama. But this form of yours, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ji, is the most kind. This rare Prema Bhakti is so hard to obtain. But you are so kind that now you are freely distributing it everywhere. You have broken the storehouse of love of Godhead and not distinguishing color or creed, man, woman, dog, animal. Every single person can take this opportunity and obtain Krishna Prema, which is so rare. Even Brahma himself cannot achieve it. And here in my house, in my humble house, every night, for 10 hours, you are performing this wonderful kirtan. How fortunate I am that in all of Navadvip, you have chosen my place to have these sweet kirtans that we can relish. This holy name has come directly from the spiritual world. Goloka Premadana, Harinama Sankirtan. This Harinam that you have given is enacted in Goloka Vrindavan. And now you are giving it to everyone. My Lord, I beseech you, please, please, kindly, give me one drop of your mercy.
Srivas, let there simply be kirtan! More kirtan!
Haribo!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
disturbing the transcendental kirtan of Lord Chaitanya. I understand this is a very painful situation. We have lost our son. But we must not disturb Lord Chaitanya's kirtan. Just see how happy he is. Just see the wonderful mellows of this kirtan rasa. He's crying. He's disturbing. Ladies, I beseech you, please kindly. I know it's such a difficult situation. If you must cry, if you must lament, then lament within your heart. Cry as much as you want, silently within your heart. But do not disturb Lord Chaitanya's kirtan. Once the Lord has left, then we will perform the proper funeral rites for our son. So please. Hare Krishna. Hari Haraye Namaha. Hare
My dear devotees, this night's kirtan was very powerful and so ecstatic. Yet, I feel a lingering sadness in this house. Yes, I can sense it. There is sadness here. Srivas, is everything all right?
My dear Lord, maybe I should speak on his behalf. Last night, unfortunately, Srivas' son sadly passed away.
Your son passed away last night?
Yes, my Lord.
Why was I not informed? I want to know everything that goes on in Srivas Pandit's house. He is the most exalted personality. He is none other than Narada Muni himself.
Narad Muni, yes, my Lord, you're absolutely right. Just as Narad Muni constantly chants the name as Narayan, Narayan. Similarly, Srivas is always chanting your names. Gauranga, Gauranga. They are none different. He's an incarnation of Narad Muni, and we all know this. Do you remember, not so long ago, we were all chanting outside this house, and then the Chamkazi and his men appeared, and they broke the Madanga drum. But Srivas, he didn't even notice. He just continued chanting on and on. Soon afterwards, the caste envious, caste Brahmanas, started leading all kinds of black magic and other kind of paraphernalia by his house. No one was fooled, least of all not Srivas. He just simply continued to chant and have faith in the holy name.
How could I ever give up the association of Srivas, who knows no sorrow, even at the time of his own son's passing? Go to your next destination. You have my blessing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Please give me the honor of performing the last rites for your departed son. Please.
My Lord, you are so kind upon me. It's a great honor that you will perform the funeral rites for my son. Haribol! Haribol! Haribol!
Thank you. Srivas, know it. Myself and Nityananda Prabhu, we are your eternal sons.
A channel son. Haribo, 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 Haribo,
Kirtan. Get everybody to stand up. Yeah, get it. Yeah, we can all come in a bit more. Come in. There's no more drama. Come right up. Haribo. Let's get the kirtan rocking a bit. Yeah. Go for it.
Gorati is in 10. Okay, 10 minutes.
Yeah, get it rocking before Gorati so you warm up.
Nithai Gauranga, Nithai Gauranga, Nithai Gauranga, Nithai Gauranga, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Gaura 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 Hare, Gora 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 Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranidhai, 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 Jaya Gauranidhai. Gauranidhai, Gauranidhai, Jaya Gauranidhai. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha. The words are on the book. Shiva Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati ko shobha. Jana Vitata Jagamana Lobha. Jana Vitata Jagamana Lobha. Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ashtota Satya Stavangri Sesti Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Anant Koti Vaishnava Niki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakund Radhakund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Shri Mayapur Ki Jai Gangamaya Ki Jai Jamunamaya Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Tulsi Devi Ki Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Shri Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Shri Panchatattva Ki Jai Nitai Go Premanande All glories to the Assembled Devotees. All glories to the Assembled Devotees. All glories to the Assembled Devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to the Lotus Feet of Shri Prabhupada. Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya
You sing really nicely, Thakur.
Yeah, you do.
You're a good kid, man. You stayed in Mayapur or Vrindavan?
No.